Stratigraphy 2015 question too. So one mark question too. First, which among the following planets has the highest number of known satellites? First, we see Mars. Mars has 2 satellites. Phobos, Deimos. Then Uranus has 28 number of satellites. Mercury and Venus, they doesn't have any natural satellite. So among these, Uranus has the highest known satellite. The answer will be Uranus. The most abundant metal by weight percent in the Earth crust. The most abundant metal in the Earth crust is aluminum, which is 8%, and iron is 5%. Among all the metals, most abundant metal is aluminum because most abundant mineral is plagioclase or feldspar, which contain aluminum. So aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth crust. First say oxygen, most abundant element is tapare silicon asibo tapare aluminum. So first is oxygen, then silicon, then aluminum. Question 46.6%, silicon approximately 27%, then aluminum is 8%. So the amplitude of a ground motion during an earthquake of magnitude 7 is how many times more than the magnitude of 5? In Richter scale or in magnitude scale, the amplitude increases 10 times. When magnitude increases by 1. So when the magnitude increases by 1, the amplitude increases 10 times. So from 5 to 7, the amplitude will increase 100 times. So from 5 to 6, 10 times, and 6 to 7, 100 times. So you can calculate by this 10 to the power difference in magnitude. It will be 100. The failed arm of a continental rift. So during your triple junction, basically in a reeds type of triple junction, if one of the reeds it is not moving, so normally reeds they movement, divergent movement with यदि गोटे reeds तुम्हारा divergent movement देखो नथिबा ताहले आमे ताको कोनती failed rift. तो कौन failed rift or failed arm. So that is parajo olacosis. तो कोई olacosis. So you can take the example of Afar triple junction. Afar triple junction. जो कि तुम्हारा अच्छी Red Sea in between African plate and Arabian plate. The triple junction like this. This is the Arabian plate. This is African, and this is Somalian plate. So this East African rift is the failed arm. This is the failed arm. It is a reed junction. So the failed arm of a continental rift, it is called as olacosis. So the conservative plate boundary is represented by. So conservative plate boundary, three types of plate boundary. One is constructive, what is called divergent. Divergent is constructive. Then convergent is destructive. Then you transform. It is neither constructive nor destructive. Neither plate produce any ki destroy any. So it will be a transform fault. So conservative plate boundary or transform plate boundary, which will be transform fault. So the normal fault basically divergent plate boundary by the reverse fault, it is a compressive setting. So it is a convergent plate boundary by that. So among these following planets, Venus has a size similar to Earth. Mostly Venus has a equatorial diameter of 7521 miles. The Earth radius was 6371 kilometer. Venus was 6052 kilometer. It is the radius of Venus. Earth is 6371 kilometer. Venus and Earth. So most similar size is Venus. Which are the following tectonic setting are the highest mountain chain and thickest cross form? So mostly you will get folded mountain in convergence setting or continental collision setting. So in continental collision, a sea will destroy and a mountain will form. So in that part you will get highest mountain chain and the cross will also thicker there because of presence of mountain. It will be continental collision. Answer will be continental collision. Then island arc is produced by same convergence setting, but it is a ocean convergence. Island arcs are formed in ocean convergence. Continental arc are formed in ocean continent convergence. Then transparent fault, it is related to divergent plate boundary. Divergent plate boundary. Also, second most abundant oxide in the earth crust. Second most abundant oxide in the earth crust. It will be Al2O3 because Si is the most abundant. So SiO2 oxide is most abundant. Then comes your aluminium. As oxide, as metal, aluminium has most percentage, that is 8%. So aluminum oxide will be the second most abundant oxide in the earth crust. Which of the following is associated with the divergent plate boundary? The divergent plate boundary is theta plate diverge करते. They move away from each other. So it is characterized by mid-oceanic ridge. So divergent plate boundary always characterized by mid-oceanic ridge. It is a characteristic of divergent plate boundary. So answer will be A. Then trench, it is found in convergent plate boundary. That is the point where overriding plate and subducted plate meet. This is the point where trench will form. And island arc, it is formed by the volcanism of oceanic convergence. Then accretionarism, it is a depositional feature that produced at the subduction zone. Like because of tomorrow compression of sediments by plate movement through it, yeah, sediment size का compress है कि accretionarism produced. So it is a sediment that is thrusted and faulted by plate movement. Also, shear waves do not travel through the shear wave. It is S wave. So we know S wave cannot travel through the fluid medium. Fluid means the liquid plus gas medium. So as we know, our outer core, it is liquid. So shear wave do not travel through the outer core. A trench it is a characteristic feature of convergent plate boundary. So at convergent plate boundary you will find trench. Then approximately 71% of the planetary mass in the solar system is concentrated in. So approximately 71% it is concentrated in Jupiter. So approximately 71% of the planetary mass it is concentrated in Jupiter. It is the biggest planet in the solar system. The most abundant element in the continental crust will be oxygen. It is 46.6%. Then comes your silicon, that is 27.7%. Then comes the aluminum, which is 8%. Then iron, it is 5%. So the most abundant element in the earth crust will be oxygen. It is 46.6%. Then comes to the Earth's radius is maximum at which one of the following latitude? As you know, Earth is a spherical structure like this. If we see, it has maximum radius at its equator and it gradually decreases towards the polar region. So polar region is 90° latitude, equator is 0° latitude. As you go from 0° to 90°, the radius of the Earth will decrease. So it has maximum radius at equator, which is 6378 approximately, and at polar region it is 6056 km. So there is approximately 21 km difference of radius between equator and polar. So similarly, will the question whatever, then you can arrange the increasing radius from pole to equator or decreasing radius from equator to pole according to latitude. So 90° will be maximum. 90° will be minimum. 0° will be maximum. Then 0 to 40 degrees, it is more than. It is less than 0°, but greater than 60° latitude. So जितने तुम्हें भीतर उज्ज्वल सकते हैं कम ही करो. The closest value to the percentage of Earth's surface covered by the ocean. We know 71% it is covered by ocean. 70%. So answer will be 70%. So which one of the following seismic waves involves compression and rarefaction but not rotation of the material that it passes through? You know, P wave, it travels compression and rarefaction. Compression and rarefaction. Like this. Compression, rarefaction, it vibrates in the direction of propagation. And it is not rotational. It is a non-rotational wave. So it can change the volume. All these things are associated with P waves. So here the type of wave that involve compression and rarefaction, it will be P wave. For the H wave it is like this. It vibrates perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So the shearing है कि जाए कौन है? Shearing movement देखा है. Rayleigh wave elliptical movement देखा है, circular movement देखा है. Then log wave is accordingly to H wave, it is a transverse wave. It vibrates perpendicular to the direction of propagation but parallel to the ground. So L vibrates parallel to the ground, perpendicular to the direction of propagation. H wave vibrates perpendicular to the ground and perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Suppose see, this is your horizontal surface. H wave will vibrate perpendicular like this, but L wave will vibrate parallel to the ground. Both will propagate in the perpendicular to the direction of vibration. Imagine करो कि तुम्हें यदि कौन सी बॉल पकोस से जोड़ा तुम्हारा नहीं जाओ सेटा होचे H wave. But यदि same thing तुम्हें horizontally laterally move करो, east to west move करो. मतलब east to west move करूचा and you are moving towards north. So east to west movement it should be parallel to the ground and direction of propagation north. It is our L wave. H wave हेले तुम्हें up down vibration होची तुम्हारा direction of propagation में perpendicular. तो L wave टा होची ground को parallel vibrate करे, H wave टा होची ground को perpendicular vibrate करे, and both move perpendicular to the direction of vibration. So it is our answer है P wave. The transition from spinel to perovskite structure occur between. Normally, most of the transition in the mantle occur in transition zone. So in transition zone, it is from 410 to 660 km. So from 410 to 660 km depth, you can say from 410 to 660 km. From 410, versalite will from olivine. So at 410 km depth, olivine convert to versalite. Then at 520, Wurtzite will convert to ringotite. Then at 660, this ringotite will convert to perovskite. So ringotite contain gamma spinel structure. Gamma spinel structure. Wurtzite contain beta spinel structure, and olivine contain alpha spinel structure. So spinel is a mineral. So olivine has the same structure as spinel. After 660 km depth, there is a spinel. It will convert to perovskite and periclase. Perovskite and periclase. So at 660 km depth, it is the boundary between lower mantle and upper mantle. Lower mantle and upper mantle. This is the boundary at 660 km depth. So the transition from spinel to perovskite, it occurs in upper mantle and lower mantle. Then also crustal thickness is maximum at the. So crustal thickness, it is maximum at the folded mountain belt, which is in between more continent collision. The folded mountain belt will produce at a continent collision. So the maximum thickness you will get at this plate boundary, continent convergent plate. This comes to the plate tectonics setting up Wadded zone. The plate tectonic setting up Wadded zone. It is Wadded zone is the earthquake distribution zone. Earthquake distribution zone. In convergent plate boundary. In convergent plate boundary. So many of zone that are found near subduction zone. So at subduction zone, you will get all type of earthquake, starting from shallow to deep focus. सब प्रकार earthquake from convergent plate boundary, shallow focus to नहीं deep focus earthquake हो सकता है. Because it is more brittle material गोटे asthenosphere भितर को अधिक depth बन जाଉଛି because of this convergence. So you can find brittle material up to a greater depth. So that's why you will get deep focus earthquake at subduction zone only. You will not find deep focus earthquake in other regions. Transferably subduction zone. In continental drift, it is produced in the divergent plate boundary. It is a normal part condition. Then passive margin, it is the margin of the continent. The margin of the continent, which is far from the plate boundary. कौनसी plate margin passive margin केतर कहबो जति कौनसी continent रो margin जेटा continent में ता margin एटा हैला. So this is a divergent plate boundary or any type of plate boundary. If it is far from the plate boundary, it is called as a passive margin. You can think the example of South Africa or Africa and South America. Africa is the continent part. Then it is far from the mid-Atlantic ridge. It is far from the mid-Atlantic ridge. So the western coast of the Africa will consider as passive continental margin. And similarly, in South America, the eastern part of the South America also considered as passive margin. For the western part, it is at the subduction zone. It is considered as active margin. So the plate margin or continental margin that far from the plate boundary, it is passive. If it is near the plate boundary, it is active. Neutron-rich unstable nuclei undergo. Neutron-rich unstable nuclei, if it has more amount of neutron, then it will release an electron. So when it will release an electron, if a neutron will release an electron, it will convert to proton. The neutron is unstable nuclei undergo release of proton, what we call beta minus decay. Beta minus decay or negatron decay. Nuclei also can decay by capturing element from the K cell. K cell it can also capture element. Like a proton can capture an electron from the K cell to produce neutron. So in this case, in beta minus decay, neutron is converting to proton, and in case of beta plus decay, proton is converting to neutron by capturing one electron. So a beta plus decay by positron decay, or then alpha decay. Alpha decay is a type of decay where it, nucleus will emit to proton to neutron. So sorry, K cell जो तुम K cell जदि electron तुम receive करछे ताले एटा electron capture. So it is called electron capture. Positron decay, it is where one proton will lose its charge. The protons are positive charge are lose कर then it will convert to neutron. Proton is converting to neutron by losing its positive charge. It is positron decay. And proton will also convert to neutron by observing one electron from the K scale. So गोटे electron receive कले भी से neutron को convert हो बा तार positive charge यदि से lose करियो ताले भी neutron को convert हो. In both case they are in proton is converting to neutron. Both cases में proton convert होची neutron. गोटे को हम कहते electron capture करे K scale electron capture करे and positron decay जोटा गोटे थोड़ा electron गोटे पॉजिटिव चार्ज था जोटा लूज कर पॉजिटिव चार्ज लूज कले से न्यूट्रन को कन्वर्ट होइछ कारण तार प्रोटॉन रो पॉजिटिव चार्ज अछि तमे पॉजिटिव चार्ज देइछो ताले इट विल कन्वर्ट टू न्यूट्रन और न्यूट्रन. सो इट आंसर हो तुमरो बीटा माइनस डी. So this was your MCQ 1 mark question starting from 2015 to 2024. Then comes to 2 marks. Silica-rich viscous magma often produce. If silica-rich viscous magma, then it produces stratovolcano or it can produce a cinder volcano. Sealed volcano, these are produced by less viscous magma because they are broader in shape, where magma or lava can be mobile to a greater distance. Then dome, it is a structure that produced because of solidification of magma within the vent. You will get block dome or volcanic dome. Then fissure eruption, it is quite type of eruption. It is also associated with magma having less viscosity. So the answer will be stratovolcano, which is produced by silica-rich viscous magma, and the most catastrophic volcanism also. Strato means it is given the name from its layering structure. It produces layers of lava and pyroclastic, alternative layers of lava and pyroclastic. That's why it is called as stratovolcano. And the other name it is your composite volcano. Other names are also composite volcano. So the answer will be A. Because HVA be terminated at. As HVA cannot pass through the liquid medium, it will be terminated at mantle core boundary because the outer core is liquid. Just arrange the elements in order of their abundance. So first, it will be hydrogen. It is the most abundant element in the solar system. Then comes your helium, then comes oxygen, then comes silicon, then comes iron. So this is the decreasing abundance. So answer will be A. In the given figure, I, second I, third I, and I will denote the plate tectonic setting. Mid-oceanic is M. Which will be mid-oceanic is? This will be the mid-oceanic is. Then island arc is I. This is island arc. Then continental arc. This is continental arc C. Then this is reef to shore R. So it will be I into I, second I, M, third I, C, I, V, R. And so it will be 4. So in a symmetric diagram of divergent plate boundary with arrows indicating direction of plate movement. So this is the arrow that indicates the plate movement. It is a divergent plate boundary. Which one of the following statement is not true for points P, Q, R, S if the spreading rate of both plates is uniform and same throughout the time and space. Spreading rate is same given. That was the relation. First, the rocks at P and S have the same age. So you can see the distance from P to mid-oceanic ridge and distance from S to mid-oceanic ridge is approximately same, or you can say same. So from the mid-oceanic ridge on both sides, plates will diverge. So any type of rock that equidistant from the mid-oceanic ridge on both sides will have same age. Mid-oceanic ridge ରୁ equal distance रे both side रे तुम समस्त age सब समान है. So P and S, they are situated at equidistance from the mid-oceanic ridge, so they also have same age. So it is correct. Democracy is not true. So it is true. The rock at S are twice as old as those are. So देखिए हमें distance from mid-oceanic ridge to R and distance from mid-oceanic ridge to S. So R distance ଯେତିକି ଅଛି that distance x नवा ताले and R distance y नवा तो y equal to 2x. Approximately diagram में तुमको देखिए किसी देनी चीज़ distance में a2 measure कर परियो distance. मुझे ठीक लगता है 1 2 3 then इधर पर से करते हैं 1 so 2 times which one s from y. So that indicate করছে যে it will take twice to reach at S point. So R point रे जैसे कि age होगा S point रे तारा double S point. The rock at S are twice as old as R. कारण uniform rate रे move करछुंदी. तो R point जैसे जैसे कि ताको time lapse सी पहुंचवा पे S point तारा double है because the distance of S is twice of R. The age of the rock at Q is 0 billion years. Approximately age of the rock at Q, it is at the mid-oceanic ridge. It is just जो कि rock formation होती है तो इसमें 0 billion year पे. The age of the rock decreases progressively from P to S. The P to S समझ from P to Q it will decrease. Then again Q to S will increase. So it is option the age of the rock decreases progressively from P to S. It will be incorrect. So option number incorrect. All other options are correct. Answer will be B. The pressure and temperature at the center of the Earth is estimated to be approximately 360 GP and 600 K. You can calculate this by using the formula rho G D, depth of the Earth. You can take the depth as the radius of the Earth 6371. You will get approximately this much 360 GP. So here answer will be C. Then as the Earth layer, lithosphere it has a thickness of 100 km. 0 to 100 km thickness, 100 km lithosphere. The thickness of the lithosphere is 100 minus 0 is 100 km. Then mantle is from 35 km to 2900 km. So it has a thickness approximately you can say 2865 km. Then comes to your outer core. It is from 2900 to 5150. It will be 5150 2900 यदि जो माइनस करेगा 2250 correct 2250. So lithosphere it is 100 km, mantle it is approximately 2865 or 2900. Here the option is given 2900. Outer core is 2250, inner core is 1200. So answer will be P4 Q1 R2 S3. Then also isostasy involves dash. So isostasy it generally maintains the balance, it restores the balance between different places of the earth. It restores the balance between lithosphere and asthenosphere. So it involves the compensation of continental mountain blocks with other decreased mass of the earth. Identify the pair of the following list that is not correctly matched. Caldera stratovolcano, it is very explosive type of volcano. So for caldera always associated with stratovolcano, the larger crater produced in stratovolcano. Then below basalt, it is subaerial erosion, subaerial eruption. It will be incorrect. Below basalt, it is always aqueous eruption. Lava or magma erupt in water level condition, in marine condition, or will be below basalt. So aqueous condition is below basalt. It will be incorrect. The ropey lava, it is power structure, it is correct. And amygdala, it is filled vesicle. Like vesicle produced in basalt or any type of rock. Then it's secondarily filled by secondary mineral and produce amygdaloidal structure. So that is also amygdaloidal structure, it is filled vesicle is correct. So caldera stratovolcano correct, below basalt it is incorrect, ropey lava it is correct, amygdaloidal basalt it is correct. So answer will be B. Wilson orogenic cycle in continents is initiated by. So Wilson cycle it is the opening and closing of ocean basin. So opening to start way from rifting and closing way by collision. Answer will be rifting. Such a conad discontinuity, conad is within the crust, so it is between lower and upper crust. So conad is between lower and upper crust. Then more basic discontinuity, it is between crust and upper mantle. Then Gutenberg, it is between lower mantle and outer core. Lehmann's, it is between inner core and outer core. So conad, then more basic is between crust and upper mantle. Then Gutenberg, it is between lower mantle and outer core. Then Lehmann's is between inner core and outer core. So P will be 4, Q will be 2, R will be 1, S will be 3. Answer will be A. Which of the following tectonic plate has the maximum average velocity? Remember, Pacific plate has the maximum average velocity and Eurasian has the minimum average velocity. The answer will be Pacific plate. When it comes to Iceland, it is in the mid-oceanic ridge. It is along the mid-Atlantic ridge. So Iceland will be mid-oceanic ridge. Then Indonesia, it is in subduction zone. Nepal, it is continental collision zone, and New Zealand is a transform fault zone. Iceland is 3, P3, Q1, then R is 4, S is 2. Answer will be A. Which one of the following magnitude scale below does not saturate while estimating size of the earthquake? So it can measure any size of the earthquake. So all these type of scale, that is local magnitude scale, what we call Richter scale, or body wave or surface wave magnitude scale, all can measure earthquake up to 7 magnitude and a distance of 100 kilometer radius. So we cannot measure beyond this. So that's why we use moment magnitude scale for regional basis, which can measure more than 7 magnitude and up to 600 kilometer radius from the seismic station. So it will not saturated during measurement or estimate of size of the earthquake. The answer will be D. Which of the following is a gentle sloping to less than 10 degree volcanic landform? That is your sealed volcano, which is has a very low slope, that is up to 8 degree or 5 degree. So because it has less viscosity, it will spread to a greater or larger area. Answer will be sealed volcano. Composite is a stratovolcano. Then caldera, it is larger crater. Then lava dome is also a dome that is produced because of solidification of lava within the vent. On the magnetic polarity timescale, the present day epoch is called as. So present day epoch, it is called as Brunels, which is normal. The fastest number of Brunels, then Motuama, then Gauss, then Gilbert. It is away from the mid-ocean ridge. This is normal, reverse, normal, reverse. It is the youngest. Gilbert is the oldest. Which of the following option is correct? Sequence of seismic wave in order of arrival time recorded on seismograph after earthquake. So this depends upon the velocity of seismic waves. So velocity of P wave always greater than velocity of S wave, greater than velocity of L wave, greater than velocity of R wave. So P wave is the fastest wave, R wave is the slowest wave among all seismic waves. So the first one will record at first. So do the fastest waves here आगे record होगा. So fastest wave P wave, then S wave, then R wave. Sorry, P wave, S wave, then L wave, then R wave. P wave, S wave, L wave, R wave. So option D. Then which of the following is the correct decreasing order of abundance of element in our solar system? पूर्व एक क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं. First is hydrogen, then helium, then oxygen, then iron. So option D. This is our MCQ 2 marks. Next comes to 2016 MSQ question. So MSQ from 2016, the value of gravity at Earth's surface is depend on the Earth's gravity, that is your G equal to 9.8 meter per second square, which varies above or below the Earth's surface. Also it varies according to latitude. So altitude, latitude, then G is also associated with mass of the material, the composition of the underlying material, and relative position of sun. all these factors they will affect the Earth's gravity. Latitude, altitude, composition of underlying material, relative position of sun. All will affect the value of G. G will vary. So suppose example if you take from surface, if you go at a higher altitude, then G will decrease. If you go below the Earth's surface, G will decrease. If there is more mass in any places, the G will decrease. Now देखिए subduction zone में पूरा negative value ଆସିବ less G ଆସିବ कोडी subduction zone रे Medocean region रे more G ଆସିବ काना हेटी deposition होछ अधिक material एबा तुमरा G ର value vary करे different places to places in the earth and it depends upon different factors latitude altitude composition material relative sun and earth. The P and S wave originate at earthquake focus and travel through the earth. Which one of the following statement is true? S wave shadow zone is 154 degree wide. So S wave shadow zone it is from 103 to 103. So this angular distance is 103 to 180 to be 77. It will also from this point to this point is also 77. So total width will be 154. Similarly, you can calculate the P wave shadow zone, that is from you can say 103 to 143. So it will be approximately 49 degree. Then P wave velocity abruptly increase downward near the core mantle boundary. So at core mantle boundary there is a 2900 kilometer. So there is a zone present called ultra low velocity zone. So which will decrease the velocity. So at mantle core boundary the P wave velocity gradually decreases. So it will abruptly drop downward at the mantle core boundary. Increase will be incorrect. So A, B and D. Which of the following statement is or are correct for plot of strontium 87, strontium 86 versus rubidium 87, 86 of a rock which has evolved in a closed system? So this is the isochrone graph. This is the slope of the lines of evolution of the minerals in the rock are equal and positive. So these lines, these arrow mark lines, these are the evolution line of the mineral with evolution line of the elements. So these are all equal. The slope lines are all equal, but they show a negative trend. So slope line is equal in the sense of the evolution is equal. So size the length answer it is the evolution to equal time. So slope lines of evolution of mineral are equal and positive. Equal but they are not positive. It will be incorrect. But equal they are negative. It will be correct. So let us equal ashanti au negative trend deposition. Then the slope lines, the slope of the isochrone. This is the slope of the isochrone. This is the isochrone line. It is identical in direction to the slope of the lines of evolution. It are the isochrone line में evolution line they are not identical. गोटे direction is माने नहीं. The slope of the isochrone is opposite in the direction of slope of lines of evolution. Opposite कोई परिवर्तन because it is evolving in this direction and this is evolving in this direction. So they are opposite. So B and D will be correct. Which of the following statement in relation to solar system is correct? So the appearance of solar system, the cosmic appearance of elements that is represented by a diagram. It is called the Otto-Harkins diagram. Otto-Harkins diagram. So this is a Otto-Harkins diagram. So तुम्हारे overally evidence देखो जितने atomic number increase करछी सेते तुम्हारे decrease करके चलछी. According to Otto-Harkins diagram or relative abundance of element, the most abundant element is hydrogen and helium. Then the abundance of element with atomic number 1 to 5 show an overall decreasing trend. Number 1 to 50 पर्यंत, sorry 1 to 50 पर्यंत এটা কোন overall decreasing trend indicate করছে. देखो from 1 to 50 पर्यंत overall decreasing trend করছে. तापरे gradually ସେମାନେ पुनी प्राय समान टाइम रे रहउछथि नले अल्प अल्प तमरो डिक्रीजिंग ट्रेंड कंडीशन होछि. So mostly 1 to 50 होछि ସେମାନେ कोन डिक्रीजिंग ट्रेंड शो करछ. एंड मोस्ट अबंडेंट होछि हाइड्रोजन हीलियम तांकर अबंडेंस सबठारो अधिक अछि. So our abundance of hydrogen helium, it is correct. It is also correct. Then the abundance of heavier minerals, atomic number greater than 50, are mostly higher than that of lighter elements of less than 50. So this is abundance of heavier element. So atomic number जहार 50 रो अधिक से माने अधिक abundance देखुछन्ती than जहार 50 रो कम. atomic number 50 ରୁ less रहले ताकर abundance अधिक रहउछि. 50 ରୁ अधिक रहले ताकर abundance कम रहउछि. So this should be incorrect. Then elements having odd atomic numbers are more abundant than their immediate neighbors. This is also incorrect. When elements having even atomic numbers are more abundant than their immediate neighbors. See, this is the even atomic number, carbon. It is more abundant than nitrogen. Then oxygen, it is more abundant than fluorine. So 6, oxygen is 8. So even atomic numbers are more abundant than odd atomic. It is also called as odd even rule of Otto-Harkins. So answer will be A and B. Because the acceleration due to gravity of the Earth's surface depends upon. Same means as the acceleration due to gravity will depend upon all latitude, longitude, elevation, and topography. So the G value, it depends upon all of these conditions. When it comes to some MCQ questions from 2014 to 2005. So the Gutenberg discontinuity, it is a discontinuity that lies between outer core and lower mantle. It is a boundary between mantle core boundary, so it will be outer core and lower mantle. Cross mantle will know more basic discontinuity. And in lithosphere and asthenosphere, you will get between lithosphere and asthenosphere, you will get LVZ, low velocity zone. And inner core, outer core, you will get Lehmann's or Angelmann's discontinuity. Lehmann's or Angelmann's discontinuity. Or Lehmann's. So Aries model. So Aries model, it says all the cross-shore part have same density but unequal thickness. First of all, requires mountains to have higher density than the oceanic crust, to be incorrect, because all the cross-shore part have same density. Because mountains have low density than oceanic crust, is also incorrect. Because mountains to have same density as the oceanic crust, it will be correct. And does not consider the density to be incorrect. So answer will be mountains to have same density, because in Aries model all crustal blocks have same density. The oldest rock, the present ocean floor, have age in the region. All the present oceans start to come by the breaking of Pangea. When Pangea started breaking, then all the sea of present days are formed. So that's why Pangea broke approximately 200 million years. 200 million years break hitla. That's why any ocean, ocean older year, so the sea floor should not be older than 200 million years. The answer will be C. Because it's Pangea break for a sub ocean produces. The purple ocean they all destroyed and form a single continent Pangea. Which of the following feature is not associated with an oceanic subduction? All these, here Benioff zone it is associated with subduction, the back arc, fore arc, all these basins are also associated with subduction zone. So this is subduction zone, the earthquake distribution here it is Benioff zone. This will be trench, sorry, this will be island arc or continental arc. So this will be the fore arc basin. This is fore arc basin. This is back arc basin. So all these associated with subduction zone. Only this sea mount it is not associated with oceanic subduction because sea mount it is produced in hotspot region. In hotspot region. So it is a volcanic mountain or volcanic mound that sometimes emerge above the sea level. So ocean floor produced with sea level above as per Emperor Sea Mount Island अच्छी same thing पर sea mount generally associated with hotspot. Sea mount who void zone data was associated with hotspot. So answer will be sea mount. Then the term isostasy refers to. So isostasy always maintains the balance or equilibrium. So it is the gravitational equilibrium between different parts of the Earth. So it will be answer will be A. The mean density of Earth is about. So mean density of Earth is about 5.5 gram per centimeter cube, 5.5 gram per cc, or 5,500 kg per meter. The surface slope of sealed volcano is gentle, but stratovolcano is steep-sided because they have viscosity difference. Sealed volcano produce come in less viscous magma. It is producing less viscous magma. It is producing more viscous magma or more siliceous magma. So that's why sealed volcano has gentle slope, stratovolcano has steeper slope. So it is because of variation of viscosity. This will be C. Then asteroid and minor planetary bodies located between. Asteroid body no, it is located between Earth and between Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter. Continent oceanic lithosphere convergence. So continent oceanic lithosphere convergence it produces Andes between Pacific Ocean and South America. Continent collision it is Himalaya, Indian plate and Eurasian plate. Continental rift system it is East African plate. And oceanic convergence it is Japanese island. There is an ocean convergence. So P will be 2, Q will be 1, R will be 4, S will be 2. Option A. Then Gutenberg discontinuity in the interior of Earth occurs at a depth of. So Gutenberg discontinuity is between mantle and core. So it is occur at a depth of 2900 kilometers. At 5200 kilometers, you will get Lehmann's or Angelman's discontinuity. At 35 kilometers, you will get Morbisi discontinuity. Then isostatic involves again that question. It is gravitational balance. The basaltic lava flow having a roofy and a wavy surface is known as basaltic lava flow with roofy and wavy surface type. It is called as a bark wave structure, or it is also called as roofy lava. A structure it is called as a blocky lava, which is viscous and its surface is very rough. तो bark wave surface टा rough था, surface टा smooth था, roofy lava. अब blocky lava जोटा A lava कहते हैं, that it has very rough surface. Top होची welded volcanic ash or consolidated volcanic ash को top कुआ जाए. And volcanic breccia, it is a type of breccia that produces an angular fragment of pyroclastic matter. Your answer will be power structure. Geomorphic feature produced at divergent plate boundary is at divergent plate boundary you will get oceanic ridge. Folded mountain plate, it is continent collision, void state hotspot, island are ocean convergence. The method applied for isotope dating of Holocene rock. So Holocene rock generally it is a very recent event. Like Holocene, it has started from 11,700 year to present. So for the recent dating, we use carbon 14. So recent कौन सी thing is date we recommend carbon 14 use करकर low half life है ये 5730 years. The lithosphere of the Earth is made up of lithosphere. It is up to 100 kilometers, 0 to 100 kilometers. So it consists of entire crust up to 35 kilometers. Then upper part of the upper mantle. So crust and part of the upper mantle. The reversal of magnetic polarity in stream of ocean floor basal parallel to ridge axis result due. It is because of sea floor study. As sea spreads or it produced because of continuous volcanism at the divergent plate boundary, new plate will added or a new cross will form at the medusinity. So setting for a ridge axis to both sides it also preserves the paleomagnetism. The magnetic streak produced by the Brunei's Magma was built. That's sea floor spreading. The amplitude of the seismic wave in earthquake magnitude 2 on Richter scale is larger than the an earthquake magnitude 1. This 10 times the amplitude will increase 10 times with increase by 1. So 1 magnitude बढ़ले तो amplitude 10 times. The answer will be 10. So this much of question. This all the MCQs from 2024 to 2005. You will also get the link of this question in the description of the video.